Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin's. We're back with another edition of PauLInstaMyooin's personal best opinions on Pokemon. So for this edition will be about Mr. Mime. So the moves for Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. First of all, Psybeam. Psybeam is 65 power, 100 accuracy, special Psychic type attack. And pretty much this has a 10% chance to confuse whoever uses it again. So how the confusion status effect works. Pretty much when a Pokemon is confused, there's a 50-50 chance to for them to hit through and just do their move like usual, or they hit themselves in confusion, and then eventually it'll say they snapped out. That means they'd have to get confused again, of course, to go through the whole chance of hitting themselves or just hitting through. So yeah, it's a pretty nice status effect, and it's a good move in general. And then Reflect. Reflect is a status psychic type move, 100 accuracy. It's the same with Light Screen. Now both of these have the same accuracy, both psychic type, both status type moves, but Reflect it for 5 turns. This makes all physical attacks against your team, the damage is cut in half. And then with Light Screen, that's with special attacks. So special attacks are cut in half with power against your team. It's for your whole team, it's not just for Mr. Mime. Like when you set these up, even if you switch Mr. Mime out, it's just going to be up for 5 turns. So yeah, they both last 5 turns, and like I said, for Reflect, it's for defense to be it's for physical attacks to be like cut in half against you, and then Light Screen special attacks to be cut in half against you. So yeah, pretty nice moves. And then Safeguard. Safeguard is a 100 accuracy status normal type move. Pretty much for 5 turns, this makes it to where no Pokemon on your team can be, inflicted a status effect upon them, like paralysis, sleep, burn, poison, frozen. None of that. You can't do any of that against um, a team that has Safeguard against it. But once Safeguard is over, then of course you'll be able to. But yeah, it's a very nice very nice move again. Anyways, for let's see, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. The only thing different here is instead of Psybeam, you want Psychic. Now Psychic is a 90 power, 100 accuracy, special Psychic type attack. Being called Psychic, it's one of the most commonly and powerful Psychic type moves in general. But anyway, it has a 10% chance to lower whoever uses against their special defense by 1, so it's pretty nice. And then for Fire Red and Leaf Green, the only thing different here is instead of Safeguard, you actually want Magical Leaf. Magical Leaf is a 60 power, infinite accuracy, special grass type attack, and that's the special effect, is that it never misses, so it's a very nice move indeed. And then for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, XY, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. So the only thing different here is actually instead of Magical Leaf, you want Copycat. Now Copycat is a 100 accuracy status normal type move, and pretty much how this works, whatever the last move that was used, just in general, Copycat will copy that move. There's another move similar to this. It's called Mimic, but instead of like you being able to use Mimic over and over again, Mimic actually permanently copies whatever the last move was. For I believe he has to use it against a certain Pokemon, but with Copycat, it's like whatever the last move is used. So yeah, Mimic is kind of bad in that way. So Mr. Mime can learn both of those, but Copycat would be way better because Copycat isn't permanently have you have that move. I think you can switch out with the move Mimic when you already like have it as a permanent move. It gets 5 power points, and then when you switch back in, I think maybe you'll get Mimic back. I'm not sure, but anyway, Copycat is better in general. So I just thought I'd compare the two, and that's like my reasoning why picking Copycat over Mimic. And then for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, the only thing different here is instead of here's Mimic, yeah, so you pretty much heard what I said what the move was, but it is once again, 100 accuracy status normal type move. And yeah, because Copycat isn't in this game, then yeah, I had to stick with this one. But this one's still good. It still copies whatever the move. It's not the last move. It's not the last move in general. It's like only the one against a Pokemon that you use it against, whatever their last move was, because it can't be just any move on the field. That's why Copycat is way better, and it doesn't permanently have you keep that move. You just keep using Copycat. It doesn't get replaced by that new copied move. So Mimic is still good. It's second best. You might as well. But anyways, then for the hell out of Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, you want the King's Rock. Now what the King's Rock does, this whoever's holding this, all their attacks get a 10% chance to flinch whoever uses the attack on. So how flinching works, you have to be faster than a Pokemon to be able to flinch them. And how you tell if someone got flinched is pretty much when their time comes in the turn, and when they're going to use their move, it'll say they're flinched and can't move, and then their moves cancel out. So yeah. And then for Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, you want the Lax, uh, the Lax Incense. I don't know what I was about to say, but anyway, the Lax Incense. So pretty much when a Pokemon's holding this, their evasion gets raised by 5%. So that's really, it's decent. Might as well. And then for Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, XY, Omega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire. For offline, you want the Life Orb. And what the Life Orb does, this raises the power of physical and special type attacks in a Pokemon who holds this. And also, every time you do damage, you'll be taking a bit of that damage that you've done to your own health. So you'll be doing a lot more damage, but you'll be taking damage from your own attacks as well. And then for online, the rule about online held items is when a held item gets used in an online battle, you get it right after the battle's done. So it's a very good thing for items like the Focus Sash to where they're really annoying to grind for. So what the Focus Sash does exactly, pretty much when a Pokemon holds this and they're at full health and they would have got one-shotted, they'll always live at 1 health. So pretty much it means you'll always be able to get a move off, which that can always make the difference. Because you never know when a Pokemon's going to outspeed you, and then you think you're the fastest, and then they actually destroy you because you didn't have something like Focus Sash to let you have at least one move. So as long as you don't miss your move, get flinched, paralyzed, frozen, asleep, confused, even infatuated. I haven't been saying that often for this whole list for the Focus Sash, but yeah, infatuated. Being infatuated is really annoying too. So as long as you don't have any of that, at least getting one move off, that could always make the difference. And then for Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, for online, the same with the Focus Sash. For offline, you want the Normalium Z. This is mainly to go against the Z Copycat. So what Z Copycat does, it does the normal effect of Copycat, and Z moves never miss as well. And also, it raises your accuracy by 1 stage, so always it's really good to have something that boosts your accuracy. It's a very nice thing to have, for sure. So anyways, and for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, there are no held items. Now the ability. I chose the other basic ability for Mr. Mime, but I'll say the hidden ability and then the other basic ability first. So the hidden ability is Technician. Technician pretty much powers up the weaker moves being like 60 power or less, and like I think doubles them in power or something like that, or adds like 40 more power onto them. So I guess that's pretty cool. And then the other one for Mr. Mime, the other basic ability, is Soundproof. Soundproof makes it to where any sound type moves like Sonic Boom, Screech, anything like that to where it has like a direct sound for the move or attack, it'll just, cancel it out and it'll say Soundproof is activated and it'll protect you from whatever that move is. But the ability that you want Mr. Mime is Filter. Filter is whatever the Pokemon who has this, pretty much any move that's super effective against them will do a lot less damage. Like, it's crazy how much less the damage would do if it was super effective against Pokemon against Filter. It's like they're the ultimate tank somehow. It's really crazy. It's such a good ability. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So if you enjoyed, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. Link is in the description down below. But anyways, I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin's, and goodbye.